everyone, welcome to week 8. So we made it into the final week of the course together. So first of all, thank you each. If you've made it this far, it means you are hopefully looking to pass the class, right? So just really, I just thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the hard work and all of the hours that you've put into this class and just into continuing your education, which is obviously a huge passion of mine. So just really proud of each of you for making it this far, and I just can't wait to see all of the good things God does with each of you in your futures. So we're in week 8 this week, and I just want to go over a couple of things in how to submit your critical assignment. Not going to talk so much about the assignment criteria. Hopefully you have almost completed your critical assignment or well on your way at least, and aware of the material that's required there. So real quick, we do have our final chapter reading this week, and we do have a quiz. So chapter 15, which will discuss informatics tools to support education. So assessing technology tools that are used in healthcare professional education. What types of tools can we use to promote cultural sensitivity, promote community and population health that we discussed in our chapters last week. So how can we best educate our health professionals, which is each one of you. If you're already working in a healthcare field, there will be in the future. So chapter 15 this week. All right, so let me pull my mouse a little bit closer. So this week we are submitting our critical assignments. You can again look at all of the details, all of the your components that are required. There is no minimum page limit. There's just a maximum of no more than 10 typed pages. So that of course excludes your title page, reference page, any charts, graphs, appendices, and such that you need. There is no minimum. I would find it hard to accomplish and cover each of these components in or to the depth and breadth that I'm requiring in any less than about 5 or 6 pages. So you obviously don't need to fill a bunch of pages with words if they don't make sense. But obviously using your best critical thinking, support from the research, any interviews that you've conducted. You can include some of your own personal experiences if you're working in these types of healthcare fields and using informatics tools. So make sure you go through each one of these components in detail. The better your paper is organized with headings in APA format. Just make it easy to read for me. I'm going to be reading them and grading them, so you want to, you want each of your sections to be nicely organized. You don't want me to wonder, oh, did you talk about clinical decision support tools? Oh, did you talk about the use of documentation in social media, for example, or health informatics in social media? So make sure each of your sections are nicely organized. Make it as easy to follow as possible for me. You can also find your critical assignment rubric. I'm attached at this link, and what your rubric is these. This is how I'm going to be grading. So if you want to accomplish the maximum number of points here, which you can get about 36 to 40 points in your component integration. So how well have you integrated all of the required components? If you do this completely, you might fall in this exemplary category, 36 to 40 points. If you're missing maybe one or so of those components, 32 to 35 points, and so on. So you obviously want to fall here in these first 2 categories for each of these rubric criteria. So you can take a look at this in detail here. All right. Now your directions for completing your critical assignment. If you are new to OPS or haven't or you're an on-campus student and haven't submitted a critical assignment, make sure you take a look at these instructions in detail, and hopefully it moves along to there fairly quickly. So you can download this instruction file here. This is going to give you clear screenshots for how you can submit your critical assignment. So you need to do this in a couple of places. So again, you do this in 2 different places. First of all, here are the instructions on how to submit the critical assignment in task stream. So have this open, print it out, and so on, or have this file available. So first, you will submit your critical assignment using this link where it says submit critical assignment or check critical assignment for originality here. You first submit your critical assignment like you have with any other homework assignment. You do that in Blackboard again, so it goes through that safe assignment report. that gauges the plagiarism or the originality of your assignment. So that's just one step that we need to do here. So again, you attach your file like you have been doing for any of your other homeworks. Now, where you actually submit your critical assignment is using the second link that says Submit Critical Assignment here. Your screen is going to look a little bit different than mine because I'm an instructor, so you should have a couple of screens where you can actually submit your assignment. But again, follow the instructions here that say directions for submitting your critical assignment. So make sure you submit it first in Blackboard to check for originality, and second in TaskStream, because TaskStream, again, with this support submit critical assignment here link, this is where I'm going to be grading your critical assignment. So if I don't receive it here, it'll be late or I'll be looking for it. So make sure you submit it there. Okay. If you have any questions, for some reason your browser is not opening it for you, Firefox or Chrome are the best browsers for opening up and using TaskStream. Make sure you go through this file for the instructions and the frequently asked questions, and then if on top of that you still have any other questions, you can email me or you can email Jeff Kanister. He's really the guru with TaskStream and our assessments, and so you can email Jeff and see if he can give you any support. But make sure you are following these instructions because I'll ask you about it, and that you've looked at this file. It should be pretty easy once you find exactly where to upload your attachment. Okay, finally we have a quiz. Don't forget about your quiz for week 8. And then your final thing that's available here in your week 8 learning activities is your course evaluation, and I'll give you 5 points extra credit just for completing it. You should have the link in your emails. It should have gotten emailed to you probably multiple times, so make sure you submit your critical assignment for this class, and then you can attach a screenshot or a photo of that final submission piece. I don't want to see your scores, but the final page that tells you thank you for completing your course evaluation. Back to your critical assignments real quick. Don't forget they're due on Thursday. So Thursday of week 8 is when your critical assignments are due, not Sunday. So you can't accept critical assignments late. If you don't pass your critical assignment with a minimum 70%, you cannot pass the class as well. So it's really important to make sure you're working hard. You've been working for the last 8 weeks and know that you'll be really successful. You can use all of the information that you've submitted for your past assignments. You obviously don't want to just cut and paste and smush everything into this one document and turn it in, but make sure it flows accordingly, nicely organized, as I was mentioning, with headings, and that you hit each one of these criteria. All right. Just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all of the time, the blood, sweat, and tears that you've put into this class. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and that you've learned from it, that you will take skills and knowledge into your current professional life or your future as public health and healthcare professional. So reach out to me this week if I can provide any last minute help for you. I'm here for you. And again, just God bless each one of you and your families, and hope to see you all in another class in the future. Have a great week.